York. It's your boy Jared. I'm actually sitting here with my boy Ian tonight. What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, is this the first time in the new year?
It is. Happy New Year.
I was gonna say, yeah, officially, Happy New Year, man. Yeah, I was just sitting there like, wait a second, our first might be.
Because I didn't even. You were out of town. I didn't even stream on Saturday because I was still like hungover from New Year. And then Monday, you had to get up early.
Yeah. So I guess it is.
So I ran solo
Saturday,
a little bit.
Saturday I went to an outstanding game. Couldn't have asked for a better game.
Oh, I know.
In person. Yeah. So came down last shot. DeMar DeRozan hitting a three at the buzzer with two. There were a lot of angry Wizards fans around me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Insanely overconfident the whole game, considering they were the Wizards fans.
Oh, I know.
They were really overconfident. It's like, I mean, it's good and all. I mean, but no, you're still the Wizards, right? Like, you're better this year.
Sure.
But yeah. But yeah, it was quite fun to give them get quiet and suddenly shuffle away right after the game, immediately after the game. That was fun. So, but no, it was a really good game. It was a lot of fun. DC was nice the night before and everything. So we didn't do anything too awful major. Went up there, had dinner, hung out in a restaurant until New Year's, and just kind of went back to the hotel. I was asleep by probably. Because the funny thing was, I was like, oh, what I'm going to do is, because the Bulls had played the night before, too, and I hadn't watched the game. I was like, all right, I'm going to go back to the hotel. I'm going to watch the game. I was going to text you when it was New Year's for you.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that. I was asleep by... I think I saw the first quarter of the Bulls game that I was watching tape.
Right.
I saw the first quarter. That was the last thing I remember.
Oh, okay, great.
I woke up at like 6, just kind of.
But DeRozan, was it the night before the game that DeRozan also hit another game? So he did 2 back-to-back. Holy crap.
Yeah, first player ever NBA history to hit a game-winning shot on back-to-back
nights.
And he'll probably hold another record forever because it's such a kooky type of a thing to have to do. He also the only player to ever hit a game-winning shot back-to-back nights in 2 different calendar years.
Oh, right. Yeah, they're back.
I was like, that'll never be broken.
Yeah, that's
funky type of thing to have happen. So.
Yeah. It was like one of those,
even New Year's Day.
One of those ones where it was like the weird one where they had to replay a game off a technicality, and someone had already been traded to the opposing team, and then they played it, and then basically he got to score points for both teams. Well, yeah, I think what it was some weird thing. It was like way back in like the ABA days or something like that. And they they did like some weird, like it was like a halftime thing, and I don't know. I can't remember all the details of it. It's been a while since I paid attention to it. But yeah,
about it, and it was so weird then that it still didn't.
Yeah,
it was like this will definitely fall into that category. But yet the game is. I've never been at a game-winning shot game.
Right.
So it was outstanding. Man, I was so pumped up leaving up out of there. It was just charged. But little man liked it. That's the main thing.
That's good.
He was pretty excited about it. It's like, okay, that was So we got 2 games in. I guess technically not in the same calendar year, but Giants game in October, and then this one. He laughed. He said, I think we can't go to any more games after these. I was like, you're right. Between the Giants game with the amazing seats and food and all that stuff, and to win. And then the Bulls game with a game-winning. It was a back-and-forth game winner too, because LaVine hit one. Washington came down, missed. Then the Bulls missed. Washington came down and hit a 3 to take the lead. They took a 2 with 3 seconds to go. So I mean, the game looked like it was over then.
Right.
And so because it was that shot, and I turned to him and I was like, "Oh, we still got 3 seconds. Like, we're good." And being that false bravado and all that stuff. And we got back. He comes down and Rosen does that stuff that he does. So turns in the corner. He said, he was like, before the shot, he goes, "Well, I knew I had 3 seconds, which is plenty of time."
Right.
He said, "I knew I had a young guy that was guarding me, so I was just going to pump fake him, and he was going to go flying out the way." He did that, and then he pulled up. Bradley Beal was on him, but he wasn't really.
Not quick enough.
Hand up,
Yeah.
So, well, he was on him. I mean, he's right here with him, and puts his hand up, and kind of his main thing was he didn't want to foul him, and that's what you don't want to do. He was jumping, but it was like, just hope this distraction bothers you. But don't hit you on the arm, none of that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want. One thing if the guy hits the shot, hey, tip your hats. Another thing if you give him 3.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. Bulls on an 8-game winning streak.
Oh yeah.
The Nets got so scared they had to bring back Kyrie for half a season. So it's amazing how.
Imagine what these guys doing here. We're gonna need somebody.
Yeah. It's amazing how their tune changed. They were all self-righteous, and we don't need you. Did it? Oh, stuck back. We're not any good. Yeah, okay, go ahead and bring him in.
Hey, what's going on, Seth? Yeah, man. Yeah,
hey, man, what's going on, buddy?
New chapter. We gotta actually play through one of the old ones first. But as like an Elder Scrolls lore nut, I'm kind of curious about where things go. But yeah, I'm also curious about some of these other chapters. I'm gonna start playing some of those too, because I've been actually done some zone stories, some of the kind of key stuff, but yeah. He's yelling warriors. They're already scary. Oh, yeah, please. They're already scary, and they get Clay back.
Warriors. I'm not worried about the Warriors. Them out in the West. We'll see them. I say that real cocky, as if what I mean is by the time I have to worry about the Warriors, I'm in the finals, and I'm like, hey.
Well, you know what? Exactly.
It's been a good year.
Don't have to worry about him then.
I hope that the end of the season means the Bulls are worrying about the Warriors.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah. Yep. It does appear to be something with the Bretons. Especially looking at some of the stuff and some of the bits that I've been reading, some, random clues that have been going off. And I guess the idea is, with this game, they'll do a chapter every year, and then they'll do iterative updates every year. It's one thing to say about this game. They are doing pretty consistent updates and investment into it.
I was just getting ready to ask, is that a new update that's coming or released?
So what they'll do is they call them chapters. And effectively, it'll open up a new area, some dungeons, various different content will get opened up because of the chapter, and it'll usually be based. So, us coming in late to the game. Well, let me go and set this over to the split. Us coming in late to the game, we can kind of come in and just look at the map, and we can see all these different zones and say, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's just places we can go." Well. You'll see that there's gaps, like there's land masses that you can't go to yet, and a lot of this stuff that's here right now wasn't there at the beginning. It's just been iteratively added. It's been added and added and added.
So like this section that I can't highlight at all?
Right. Yeah.
That type of thing.
Exactly. So there's room. Cool. There's room to grow, and and of course, there's also. I mean, again, if you kind of know some of the story, you can say, "Oh, okay, I recognize this. I recognize this. I recognize this." But what about like this? Like, yeah, what's going on with this area? Because I know that there's stuff there.
Right.
How does that work? When are we going to get to go there? That kind of thing, and then there's, other areas, maybe not even necessarily covered so much, and even in the other games, both to the west and the east of Tamriel, which is the main continent we're on. That's technically available. It's up for grabs.
It's not just this. It's not just this.
Oh no, because then even if you right click from there, I mean, then you have like these circle areas right here. These are areas that are technically outside of the main world. Like you'll have some places that are, like Deadlands, Fargrave, Clockworks at Cold Harbor. Like some of these are areas that are in kind of another dimension called Oblivion, which is where the Daedra, which is basically kind of the quote unquote demons sort of the game live.
Okay.
It's
Dark Realm.
That's yeah. Like I said, it's kind of one of those things. It's an oversimplification, but it works. And so I can just different like Artaeum used to be on this world, but now it's not. It just upped and moved. The Sigigord is just like, I'm not liking anything I'm seeing up in this place. I'm bouncing. Peace. Gots to go. And so now it's another zone you can go to, but it's completely like when you're there, you're technically off world at that point. You're in another place altogether. So there's a lot, and it's so even from in the Oblivion area, there's a lot of stuff that they haven't even touched yet. So there's a lot of ground to cover. So I'm real curious about how that progresses. But we still have a lot of Tamriel yet to open up and do. So, and I know you like to explore, so we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to be able to explore a little bit, open up some stuff. We'll hit up some delves into the dungeons and stuff. Yeah. That way we can kind of see. And I figured I would start. We're in Glenumbra right now, primarily because it was a place I could get to. So then at least Ian could get to there through me. And I don't have a lot opened up here either. So we can kind of hit it up and open up the zone a little bit more. Get like some sky shards, which we can use for points. And then
speaking of
the way shrines and all that cool stuff.
Speaking of points and things like that, I have 29 of them. I should do something.
Yes.
Yeah, see, this is what happens. You do the leveling. It's like I forget. Oh, right. I need to actually put them into something.
So I'm sure. I know we talked about this before when we were kind of doing some of the power leveling earlier on a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. One thing is to make sure you have until you get to 50 in a skill line, not a skull line. You want to have one of every skill, especially for like your class stuff, on the bar. And then if you're doing 2 weapon sets, you want to have something from each weapon set on the bar. It helps you just level them and get them opened up. And then once they get to 50, then you can start to configure your bar however you want to, right? A lot of stuff that I've read, especially unless don't think like you're going to be using a skill line at all. One of the best things you can do is you can always redo it, but is like get your passives opened up.
Gotcha.
Because then there's a lot of just it's just there. You don't have to put it on the bar. You just open them up, and that way you're getting the benefits. Now some of them you'll read them and they'll say, okay, based on how many skills of a certain type you have on the bar, which is another good reason to have at least one of everything on the bar starting out. Things like that.
I got you. One thing that was always kind of throwing me, and this is probably just playing other games and thinking of it in a certain way. So under class, so I'm thinking wizard, from one side of things. My weapon, I have the construction staff.
Okay, so that's at 50. Okay, so right. You don't have to worry about leveling that necessarily. So then that's just more free skills for you. Your dual wield to 48, right. So I would get that leveled up. So
it's knocking on the door.
Yeah.
But under class,
right.
Class it always throws.
Okay.
Because all of this only sounds like assassin related.
Yeah. Things. So your certain classes will have certain tendencies, will lean more towards certain things. And so you're going to see, like in that class, you're going to see specific things that you can use. So the Nightblade is still leaning more towards being the best, quote unquote, stealther assassin type. But how you want to go about doing that is a lot more open, because you could use a fire staff as your tool to trade. You're not necessarily stuck to using daggers.
Right.
Or, whatever weapons you would, because like say, like in Dark Age, there was no point with, being now outside of, let's forget the whole thing of using the fact that staves worked off decks and you could use it as for like a perf and maybe get some big damage.
Right. Sure.
Forget about that. They're really, otherwise, like, you wouldn't be able to use any of your styles because there were no styles for a staff. There was nothing, you couldn't use any spells or any skills from the staff. In this game, it was more like, I guess, a little bit more akin to New World than Dark Age, in the sense that, like, you chose a class and a race to get up into the game, and then from there, you could pick up any weapon and use it, and level it by using it, or having it at least on your bar when you kill something and things like that. You're not tied down to, the fact that, I'm a stealther, I'm an assassin. You could technically roll with the sword and shield if you wanted to.
Probably wouldn't be.
Not impossible, but technically speaking, any class could hold any role. So your main roles being tank, DPS, and healer. The holy trinity of the MMO, right?
Right.
And again, certain classes are going to lend themselves to certain things, but for a Nightblade, there's people rolling Nightblade healers, and they're using the Resto staff and other abilities from other, because that's also where the guild lines come into play, because you can augment things. Maybe you don't have enough heals, like a class doesn't have enough heals, available to. Maybe they might have some stuff to self heal, but wouldn't heal the group, right?
Sure.
So then you can get some guild stuff, or Alliance War stuff. I know there's one in Alliance War under Assault called Vigor, which I'm actually rolling on this guy, even though this guy's a DPS. It's a nice AoE heal that you can use, because you can heal yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
the meta PvE, double Inferno, double, and the cool thing too is, because since you're not, you can do it, but all you gotta do is you can go someplace and pay some gold, and you can completely redo all of your points.
Okay.
Unload everything and then just set it up. And so you have some flexibility to figure out what you want to do. The only thing you're really tied into on that character is the fact that it's a Nightblade and it has those 3 class lines that's specific to it. And then your race has some, and that's another thing you might want to check your racial passives. If you go down to racial,
I was just looking
you might want to go, because again, those are they're just, you don't even have to push a button for them. They're just helping you, you know?
Sure.
Unless it's something that's just not gonna really make sense for what you're trying to do for your build.
Right.
You know, but like right now I'm trying.
I mean, anything that increases damage.
Exactly. And so, like on my guy right now, I'm trying out a double bow build.
Say it fast.
I could double bow. Just cause I may not stick with it, but I don't have to.
I'm with you.
But it's
so right now,
yeah. Go ahead.
Basically, I'm trying to determine. So I've got 13 left after. Out for the last little bit talking. Should I focus on my class next as far as heavy?
I would get them opened. I would at least get them leveled up. So then you have
the only one
them.
Not is assassination. I clearly forgot about this one altogether.
So yeah, I would. And then siphoning's 48. Maybe get maybe get some skills. You'll be able to finish up siphoning, and then definitely get some skills opened up from assassination, to at least get them on your bar. So then you can get them leveled up too. Because especially if you look, I mean, also the thing is look at them and see, okay, are these skills that I'm going to want to use at all? But I would say at least get them, if you can, get it leveled up to 50. So then move it, going down the road. The other thing too is that they'll make class changes and maybe like some balancing changes and things like that. And so maybe every once a quarter or however they do it. And because of that, you'll like what was maybe like the quote unquote meta, or maybe like the bomb build maybe like 3 months ago,
is no longer.
May not exactly be the bomb build. It's still viable more than likely, but maybe because of some tweaks they made, maybe something out of that a combination of something out of that assassination line and a dual wield skill is like the killer now, like
gotcha.
Especially from the DPS side of things,
Sure.
But yeah, so I would say get your assassination built up,
Yeah, that's I just pulled one of them down.
Cool. Yeah, I would definitely get one of those on each bar for now as you're getting it locked up. And you don't necessarily have to use all of your like all of them. And heck, I mean, the cool thing is too, if you have it on your bar, you don't even necessarily have to use it. You just have it there, and it'll help.
Yeah, it's
build it up.
And that's kind of that's how I've gotten these two leveled up to where they are.
Gotcha.
Siphoning was Soul Shard.
Siphoning skill called Strife. This is a damage, sap plus heal. That sounds pretty cool.
Strife.
Now, hold up. You also, as you go, it may not be called Strife yet. It might be, because it's one of you, it morphs in and you have options on which ones you want to morph to. So it might be so Strife.
Soul Siphoner. Healing. Never a bad thing.
Skill under the siphoning, which can be found Nightblade skill tree. Strife is a base skill which can be morphed into funnel health. So you don't see Strife under siphoning.
I see Soul, Swallow Soul, Malevolent Offering, Cripple, Siphoning Strikes, Drain Power, Cataclysm, Magicka Flood, Soul Siphoner.
Well, don't worry about the passives. The passives aren't gonna.
That's not what you. Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, Shadow Throne? Hey, welcome to the stream,
how's it
buddy.
going? Yeah, I was just trying to read what you were saying.
If you're going to go stamina, yeah, that's that. So that's where you remember I was talking about that vigor. It's the AOE heal I was talking about.
Yeah.
Swallow Soul is what Sith was talking about. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you've already morphed it.
Okay. I like
you've already morphed it.
I use that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
But he's right. We can get you into like some BG, like you can do. I think I told you about how some of like the basic battlegrounds work, right? Where it's 3 teams of 4.
Is that what we did one night?
Yeah.
3 teams, and it was like this pedestal you had to keep climbing up.
Yeah, or you like hop down, like you hop down, and then you kind of go up in an area, and it's basically just
that took you in the middle.
Yeah.
From the actually that was fun. That was actually kind of fun.
Oh, mate, yeah, get a Cyrodiil and get Alliance unlocked first. Let me see. Well, you have your. Go back to. Actually, let me look over here.
Yeah.
Let me look over here. I can actually see it better than. Stream setup. Yeah, let me do that and then full screen that for a second. So go down to the Alliance War line. And then, go down to Assault. Okay, you already have Vigor opened up. So that wouldn't be a bad one to get on your bar if you don't already have it. I
think I actually just opened.
Okay. Oh, you added the point to it. Nice.
Yeah.
Even just, slap it on 5. Just wherever you can have it. Because like skills will also level up.
Sure.
They'll go from 1 to like I think 4s to max, and it just more. Those are they just become more effective. My understanding of it, it's just so well, I'm sorry, like Echoing Vigor. Actually, I'm sorry, because my Echoing Vigor is 1. So it's not all of them, but like on my weapon, I have like Focused Aim 4, Arrow Barrage 4. I'm training Poison Arrow now. So it's only 1, stuff like that. But,
right.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, my Thieves Guild.
Nice.
Actually, Dark Brotherhood, I guess technically is my assassination.
That's the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, Thieving Guild. That's the one where you're more stealthing around, trying to steal stuff and trying to avoid people as much as possible.
Well, I pretty much am avoiding them. My Dark Brotherhood as well.
No, you're actually even like if you're even interacting with them at all, outside of pickpocketing. That's the only time you're actually like in Thieves Guild.
I'm pretty big. I'm doing pretty like I said. It's why I, for the most part, can't go into.
Well, see, that's the other thing about the Thieving Guild, because it's another one of those things where, even Dark Brotherhood, if you're smart about it, you can kind of get away with it without getting seen, and then it kind of depends. But like Thieves Guild, especially, like if you're really, really good about it, you get to where you can pickpocket, and I know it's the way it was in previous Elder Scrolls games. Fighters Guild, yep. Oh yeah, Dawnbreaker gives you that damage buff. And then there's other stuff too, like the gear you have is especially as you get going. That's the only reason we got to get you to 160 so you can use the best gear. Because that's your gear cap. Like you'll still build up your CPs, but the gear as of right now is not going to get any better than 160. But then you're going to have like your purple, yellow gear. That's kind of where it improves anyway. Like I've got a set right now. For Powerful Assault, and if you have 5 pieces of that, if I cast an assault ability like Vigor, which is effectively an AoE hot, for the team.
Oh, cool.
Okay. But then on top of that, when I cast it, it will allow me and up to 5 group members, which normally running around with groups of 4 total, so no problem. 296 weapon and spell damage for 10 seconds. So it's effective. It's an AoE hot, plus it boosts everyone's damage up.
Okay.
And I'm basically just hitting that up. But yeah, he's rubbing. Dawnbreaker is a great one. Under
so
Fighters
I came in here
Guild.
and added my first point. Fighters.
Sweet.
So does this works in here the same way as the others? In other words, I just need to throw something on my bar level.
No, Fighters.
Or do I have to actually do?
We'll level if we do kind of how I have planned, we'll probably help to build up some of your Fighters Guild, because if we do some of the delves around here, those little kind of low key dungeons, most of the time those are filled with undead.
Okay.
And undead. So if you put your mouse over the actual top where the yellow bar is, the yellow experience bar for fighters, it'll tell you how it levels.
Okay, cool.
Oh, thanks, Shadow. Yeah, we'll let you know. Right now we're kind of doing low key because we have done some dungeons. I know, at least I have. We got a buddy, Apocalyptic Sith, on the stream, kind of hanging out with us. Also another real good friend of our stream, also a Twitch streamer himself. He streams ESO as well. Definitely far more knowledgeable than we are. But he's run us through some dungeons as well. But again, we always want to help open up everybody to come hang out with us. So
I was gonna say that's the biggest.
We'll definitely be doing some dungeons. Maybe not tonight, but
I was gonna say tonight. I think I'm trying to just get a little bit better feel my character. Like up until now, honestly, I've been playing him.
He's been killing people in towns.
Yeah, I'm really good at that part. That part I like. I enjoy that part.
Well, that's the other thing about this game, because you can do stuff like that too.
The only other part that I wish I had, I would like to kill guards.
Dude, if you get to where you can start to kill the guards, you've won the game. You've effectively won the game.
That's my goal.
Oh, no rush, Seth. Yeah, like I said, we're more kind of just low keying it tonight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Guards are unkillable. I keep trying to tell him this, Shadow. I keep trying to tell him this, man. He won't listen to me.
I want to kill those jokers many times. I got a score to settle with them.
Or to settle with the guards that are unkillable.
Say that.
Here's the thing. I'm not the only one that keeps saying it.
I know. Everybody that gets on. So this is Shadow, I gotta tell you, it's sort of now becoming a running joke.
It is becoming a running gag, yeah.
Yeah, because the first night I didn't know that I could kill. I was like, guards, we're gonna have a talk. So yeah, I didn't realize that I couldn't kill the guard. So now it's just become this running. Where I'm like, I'm gonna kill. I have to figure it out. I don't know how, but I'm gonna figure out how to kill. Jared was trying to take him out. I'm telling you, I gotta find a way. I don't know how.
You keep on. Hey man, I'm not. Hey, listen. Far be it from me to try and squash your dreams. You know.
Yeah.
All I know is that what I would do if I was you is just start recording. Hey, Shadow, what's up, buddy? Hey, Shadow. Hey, I found you guys. Is make sure you're recording basically all your gameplay at this point. Because if you get to where you can actually kill a guard You need to have that recorded because then we need to put that on YouTube because that will go viral. ZeniMax may shut down your game account until they do a full investigation of what's going down. But look at this. Oh, see, what's that? Is that so I know he's a necro. Okay. Yeah, he's a necro. Yeah, I haven't tried. I've seen most of those. I haven't seen. Oh, I think that's that. I haven't done that totem skill yet. I haven't tried all the skills out yet. The only thing helping me out is just the fact that I've played like Oblivion, Morrowind a bit, and Skyrim, of course. And so there's a lot of carryover of things. Some of the mechanics and things. There's some certain exactly, that I keep telling him that if he wants to kill guards, then he's going to need to play Witcher 3.
Discuss some things. Several of those guards that keep chasing me out of town. Yeah, especially that night that you were able to. What was it? I hadn't even killed anything or nothing. And the one guard just chased me out, but was fine with you. It was something that we were supposed to both be sneaking around. He was perfectly fine with you. I said there was up with that. Some up with that guard.
Yeah. See, so that's.
Yeah, he's got all kinds. See, Shadow's
necro. Well, that's why. Again, this is where we'll get you. That's the other thing too. It kind of helps to get one player at least loaded up to a certain point, because see, especially once you get up to say like to 160, then you could start a necro, and then you.
Happening right.
Oh yeah. Necros are cool. Sorcerers also have pets. And then I have my bear pet.
Yeah. I don't think I have a pet. It wouldn't make sense.
Not really.
I'm a solo artist.
Yeah. All right, let's hit this. Let's get this show off.
Around when there's a big giant bear following you.
Later, Shadow. Unless you want to follow us around while we might get bored.
While we wander around. You're welcome to.
I can't go that way. I can't go that way. Okay.
Not jump over the...
I don't know. I'm going to go roads. This is why there's roads.
Suggestion.
Well, I think the suggestion is to go another way, because apparently this isn't going to take me where... Okay, there it is. I'm just looking for that. I'm always just looking for the
smallest possible street to go through with the giant horse. Let's see.
I need to get you on a couple of add-ons.
I need to talk to some of the horse trainers.
Oh, horse trainer. Yeah. Yeah, you need to train your horsey up.
One now.
Yeah, it's every 20 hours. It's just one point at a time. Every 20 hours. You can also get there he is. Here he is. There you go. Yeah, Stable Master Blandine. Okay. That's your folks didn't like it very much, did they? Blandine.
Lady too. Yeah, your mom did not like you at all. All right. Speed, right? Everything of it.
Yeah. Just speed all the way through. And then you can start opening up maybe capacity, because that'll help with your actual bag space, which is always nice.
Cool.
And probably stamina. I know one of the things it does, it helps with so if something attacks you don't get knocked off your horse is easy, but I mean...
Oh, okay. So like a toughness on.
A little bit.
Okay.
But not huge. Again, there's also... I found where you can get some of that stuff through what am I trying to say? Crowns, through the Crown store.
Oh, gotcha.
You can buy some books. And they sell them like 10 in packs of 10. So you can actually like get 10 points.
Right.
Okay, so let's get past here.
Somebody else I have to kill. Got something over his head.
Leave it alone. Just fight your urges. Fight your urges.
Sneak up and just attack.
Well, I'm going to give you something to kill here in just a little bit. Oh, one thing we should also do. I mean, again, it's just more to unlock stuff. Oh.
Sure.
Book.
What?
Book. Mage Guild book. Where I'm standing.
Oh, nice. Gotcha.
Yeah, 10 for 1k crowns is the writing skill stuff. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about the on the stone over there just yet. Let's find this delve. Probably some random cave. Actually in the... That would be kind of cool. Go through the waterfall. No, actually, it looks like I need to go. Oh, you found it?
Right here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Tower.
Oh, the tower. Okay. Perfect. Oh, there we go. Yep. Yeah, let's go in there. Find some stuff to kill. Oh, this might be actual people. That's, I mean, it's not the end of the world.
People.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just that probably won't level up your fighters guild. That's okay. That's all right. Well, let's do buffs. The other thing that'll help out is do like your food, and if you have any like experience scrolls, I would say go ahead and use them.
Okay.
Do that myself.
I have so much stolen stuff. I mean, borrowed stuff.
Yeah.
They weren't using it anymore.
I'll use that one. It's a low one, but that'll work for now.
So the ambrosia stuff, I should be using that.
Well, I would hold off. If you have any other ones, even if they're a little bit lower experience, just go ahead and use that.
Some scrolls.
Yeah, you'll get those pretty easy. The ambrosias are expensive.
Yeah, I figured there was something up with that.
And we can get them, but go down this way. Oh no sweat. That's okay.
I was looking to see if I had any scroll. I mean,
well, if anything, if you don't have anything else, go ahead and pop the ambrosia. That's okay. I just figured if you did have something,
hanging on to it. Yeah.
But yeah, food's definitely something you want to definitely have, and any potions, like as you can use them. Go. Pop that. Let's pop that. Gotta get the hang of them. Can we go into any of? Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Is that Shadow with us?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
he's hanging out. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. All of a sudden, dawned on me. I was like, wait a second.
He's not actually in the group.
Yeah.
Let me interact. I will not report the player. Invite to group. There we go.
Opposite.
I told you how Seth accidentally invited me to a duel.
It made you strip down.
He was going to give me a bunch of new gear, and he's like, okay, yeah, take off all your gear, so I don't even have any weapons on me. And then he accidentally invites me to a duel, and I wasn't paying attention and said yes. And so Yeah, that was just loads of fun.
Just setting you up, man. Watch this.
Tell you, man.
Shady one.
Oh yeah, and so we'll have a sky. Okay, there's part of a quest. Good. Book resource. Do that. Those, all the buttons. Something about this setup. I gotta push all the buttons all the time.
All of them.
All of them. But it's pretty fun. We'll say that much.
Yeah.
Like it so far. Kill all the stuff. Kill. Harpy. Sometimes they just get like that, man. They be bugging.
Let's try some of the other buttons.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. Try out all the buttons.
Teleport. Yeah, I've got those new skills, so I'm like, okay, what does this do?
Exactly. Yeah. Uh-oh, okay. Oh, he's taking us down to the... He's taking us down to the
oh, nice.
Sky Shard. Yay.
Awesome.
Shadow.
Pop up. Things are... I always assume, sir. It's just a gaming thing. It's not, I apologize.
All right. He says, yeah, I'm a dude.
It's like it's just default, you know? It's default sometimes. Off chance.
Just in case. Right. So now there also should be a big bad in here that we'll need to kill. Yeah. It's the skull and crossbones. I need to do the add-ons. Okay.
Yeah, that drives me crazy. Okay.
All right. So now pop all these things. Pop that thing. Pop that guy. Pop that guy. Go into the AoE. That's the pro strat right there.
I thought you were supposed to. Not it. I've been doing it wrong.
No, apparently not.
The red area is the good area, right?
Or if you're like me, I made it bright pink so I could see it easier in some areas.
True. I do have trouble seeing it.
Yeah, some of the floors it's like everything's just red. Like the floor itself is red. How am I supposed to see what's?
I know which one that
is. So let me see here. His AoE is RGB. Oh, we're getting. Wait a minute. Oh, the boss repopped. Worse than that one Dark Age dungeon where guy just kept popping, and then he rooted us, and then kept popping, and then
could not get out of there.
Let's go. This. Left. Oh no, down this way. Down. This is the way we came.
Yeah. Oh, the other way was. Well, it's not exactly the way we came.
It's kind of going the same. Kind of, but not exactly. Yeah, I got a quest, and it says talk to Daggerfall Guard near the manor. Oh, I guess it's outside. Yeah, it's a small delve. Cool. Well, that's good because now we can go and do other stuff. Well, that's a nice thing about these. They're actually meant. they're designed so that you can solo them if you want to.
Oh, okay.
You don't necessarily have to have a big group, but
so
obviously
not locked into having the big giant group of people and all that good stuff.
No, not like a dungeon where you need to have 4 or some of the other content where you need to have like raids or whatever that are like 12.
Right.
Different beast altogether.
Right.
No worries.
Lighting issue.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, the dungeons and then the public dungeons. So you got dungeons you got to actually queue into. Then you got dungeons that you can just walk into. I've done that accidentally, like just walk right into it. Like, what's this? Oh, wait a minute. This is not.
There's a lot of.
Don't want to be here.
See, you're busy. I'm gonna see my way out of here.
Yeah, let's see. So what else can we unlock? What's near us? Go.
Somebody with something over their head.
No. No. Hey, no.
All right.
Well, actually, if we're not in town, then whatever. I don't think it matters. Okay. Let's go, because I think we have... Did you pick up that quest in there? Like, I don't know. Maybe, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Crap. Yeah, Shadow's probably running because his horse is probably like 3 times even faster than mine. Yeah.
Championship.
There you go. Okay. Yay! Killing stuff.
All right. Let's go. Lock picking.
Oh, whoa, nice. Go away. Can't you see the man's busy?
On. Gotta be kidding me. I'm only gonna give it one shot. Everybody else up. Got it down to the last one in the lockpick.
Okay, the public dungeon Shadow. So now is that one where does it matter if we don't have like the tank healer DPS on that? Because I know that, I mean, I'd have, okay, it doesn't. Okay, so it's kind of like, okay, more kind of like a normal kind of, oh, you can, so, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Those regular doodads, then. If we get back into here too, then we'll have the travel to Daggerfall. Okay. So then you're still trying to do the lockpick. Almost got it all. Got it.
Only because we were standing still.
Okay,
I'm
so
just glad they showed me how to do that.
If you hit P for Paul or party,
Funny.
And then just travel to Shadow, I guess. Public dungeon. public.
Dungeon
I was in private. Oh, not yet. Oops. Oh, that's okay. We're
all joining you now. Hey, what's going
travel
on?
to you now. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. There we go. All right. Okay, because that's free.
Yeah.
That dang. Nice. Yay. That. Exactly. Oh, we should pick up the question here.
Oh, what quest? Before I go in?
No, there's a curator, Nicholas, over here that apparently has a quest, which more than likely have something to do. Yes.
Nicholas. Season of the harvest.
Grain. Asking us to collect grain? Really? That. Good grief, Nicholas.
Some apples right now.
I know. Like, what? Dude, really? Come here to try and kill some stuff. And you have to go collect some damn apples? I got time to mess around with some damn apples. Oh. Smack you in
back to Bob.
Smack you in the head. Place the offerings. All right, there we go. Better be some bomb ass right there. Oh, I might have accepted it for watch the ceremony too. Time for this? Serious? Did you?
I had to say complete.
There's a big glowy thing, like right. Okay, I'm done. A big glowy portal that I'm supposed to be.
It's you doing the random side quest.
I'm just like, what is a big glow? I thought it'd be in. Well, normally you pick up something like that. It's, you know, related to the dungeon, so it's going to be something you're going to kill anyway. So you might as well get some extra goodies out of it. But no, you want me to go play around with apples? Like I got time for that mess.
Pick up the apples.
Pick up some apples. Fool, like they're all around the place. Like seriously, like you couldn't have done that.
To the left.
Like
you could have got
left,
that.
right.
I was on you, bro.
Up, down, down. Like, just seriously.
Okay. Dead Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Woods.
Oops. What? Oops.
Okay, that just kept going.
Yeah, it did.
Not sure I was supposed to be going quite like that, but
nah, we found a shortcut. We found a shortcut.
Jumping in this game sometimes off of things. Dicey.
This is what I get for completely redoing my build and my bar and my skills and everything. Because then, oh, nice. Big bad. Bad. You know, this is one of those. I guess this is one of those ones. I'm assuming there's a limit, but since it's public, like it's funny because like you'll see people. We got people in here that aren't even in our group coming in here and they can just help us kill it. You know, that's kind of cool. It's almost kind of like the Dark Age dungeons in that way. You know, because then
I like that. The one Guild Wars was the one you went in with 8 people and so help you. You weren't getting. There were no extras.
No. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14's like that.
Is it?
Join the Undaunted. Yes, I know I did. And I've got this guy set up so he can do pledges and things like that. Like I said, Sith has been running us through a lot of those here recently. Part of the reason why we're trying to just kind of do some of this more of the open world stuff, at least tonight, just to
do something
different.
More than just the power level.
Well, I mean, the pledges themselves, the pledges and things like that aren't necessarily like the power, like on power leveling per se. It's it's because like you have like you'll get like two to three dungeons that you can run, and then there's pledge quests associated with it, and then there may be a completely separate quest associated with it, and then what it'll do. Okay, yeah, travel to him when you get stopped. Okay. So you'll get the experience for doing the dungeon itself. If there's a quest within the dungeon, like a side quest, you can get experience for that, and then you can get like the Undaunted stuff. But like the Undaunted, for doing the dungeons, you get a currency called keys, and you can use that to buy some pretty nice gear.
Oh, cool, nice.
Sky shards for the delves and do that. Oh, the dolmens. Dolmens are cool. Yeah, we gotta do some dolmens.
Cool. So travel now.
Yeah, travel to them now. Hit the button now. No.
What do you mean, like right now?
Button now.
Are you running ahead of the tank?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dave. Don't run ahead of the tank. Excuse me, sir.
I just know.
Excuse me, sir.
I heard y'all talking about it. It was hilarious.
It was.
So I'm completely just jumping in on that. I'm like, okay, now I know that's.
Okay, one sec, because just up here to the northwest, I've got the
tree.
Believe.
One sec.
I've got that other quest to turn in. Talk to the Daggerfall. Yeah. I gotta go talk to this guy. And if you picked up that quest in that delve we ran, then you'll have a thing for him to go north left. North left. Why are you getting shot? Guys are all. Go away. Nobody's worried about either one. Get out of here. Go. Shoot. Seriously. Nobody likes you. Go away. I'm heading to you. Trying to. There we go. Yeah. You went like a completely. How is this north left?
Facing at the time.
No, it really doesn't. You go north, then you go left. No, you went left and then you went north.
May have been the thing that happened. Could have possibly. There's no proof of the.
No, yeah, I'm glad we're not recording it or anything. Yeah.
No.
Oh, good grief. Yeah, hold up. Do that. You got to do that. Your bob and weave, man. You got to get your bob and weave down in this game, man. You're heading like your dark age.
That always cracks me up when the mob gets slightly out of range.
Oh, right.
Of what their home base sort of is.
No, to start running back
around like, yeah, I'm out. I'm not playing anymore.
No,
I'm done with it. Mom called me.
Okay. All right, Shadow.
Sure. That like the crappiest.
Yeah, really. I think it's Sky Shards, and then like the Way Shrines. That kind of whatever we can open up on this thing, you know.
Let's see here. Slowly.
See what's this? Okay.
Our friends. Not our enemies.
Right. Yeah, if it's green over the name, then usually okay.
All right, y'all are way out in front of me now.
Okay, hold up. We'll track back a little
left
bit.
or right. Great.
Okay, I would go
I see.
east. Go. Gift you some writing speed books. Get to where you can halfway move.
Well, now I guess I got to remember to talk to the.
Yeah, and it takes a while. It effectively one a day, 20 hours, but it must be. What the? Okay, fine. Oh yeah. Head into the Sky Shard. Way.
Nice.
Okay, one of three.
Turn to fire.
Okay.
Flame it. Travel.
Nice.
All right. Run. Let's see. Millie, it feels like I should be able to run faster.
Depending on what you have spec'd out, that might be true. Okay. Okay, you're running away. All right, fine.
Yeah, never
I don't have to worry about you then. I don't want to play with you anyway. Trying to come up with that mess. I ain't gonna try and play around with you right now.
You guys.
Get it.
All right. On the horse.
On the horse.
Yeah, I shot direction of something I already did.
Just good use of, efficiency, and
yeah,
already dead by the time you shot at it. This, ladies and gentlemen, advantage in the game.
Way shrine.
Yay, more things. Oh, book.
Not the best time to read.
That's
being
okay.
Shot in the back of the head, but
Well, I mean, now, if you can read while you're
Just
being
saying.
shot in the back of the head,
the new skill.
then yes, I would say just probably a good.
Hey, the anchor from the sky.
Oh yeah, Dolan, yay! Okay, cool stuff. Hopefully, it hasn't been
Run through.
It's been done.
Yay! I'm a part.
Yeah, I was here. Did I get it?
I was also here.
I was also kind of here.
Count?
I got some mint out of it.
Oh, hey. Must have been a split second ahead of me.
Okay, he's gone southwest.
Hey, what the heck are those? Didn't see them on your
No.
like orange and black zebra. Not tigers. No, deer. Zebra in color. I mean, in stripes rather.
Zyger?
Orange and black with
Tibra?
antlers. Antlers.
With a zygelk?
Yes. Whatever you say is yes.
I'm gonna go with zygelk.
We're going with that.
I'm gonna go with zygelk.
Zilk.
Well, you gotta have the tiger in there, so
Yeah.
I think zygelk's probably about the best I can do for that, because oh my goodness. He's up here. Oh yeah, Sky Shard. Hey. Heck yeah. No. Die. Ruby Ash Shield of Magica. Reading a random chat showing up in game and says, I don't know you and I don't want to know you.
Not really clear. Not sure what they're making. Sound friendly.
Oh, yeah. I think they're more just messing with each other. They're just kind of funny.
Yeah,
I just saw that flow up in the chat. It's like, I don't know you and I don't want to know you.
Okay.
Yay. So there's actually a house here? Why would anybody want a house here in the swamp like this?
So pretty at night. Crickets.
I mean, this ain't even like the cool like Louisiana swamp. This is like the cold, like Scotland swamp. You know, where it's like just cold and raining all the time.
Icy all the time.
It's just nasty, you know.
Not fully ice, not snow ice, but like the nasty kind. Kind of we're gonna get basically.
So many quests. Oh, okay.
Oh, travel.
Well, hold up. Well, see, normally you do the travel thing, it just... Oh, I think it'll... Okay. I don't know if it'll let us... Yeah, we're already pretty much over there. Nothing really here as far as like anything to fight us or pick up or, yeah, do anything, so... It would just take you right into the delve. That's pretty cool. Yeah, because it's... Yeah, you can zone in.
Oh, nice.
That makes sense.
Turn. That's it.
We're refrain from attacking, so I'm going to kill everything. Yeah, that almost 1500 CP. I figure so. Got a random tank here too. That's helpful.
Yeah.
And he's probably saying like, okay, great. Waiting. I got a bunch of DPS around here. That's good, because otherwise I'll be waiting for a while.
No. It looked like he was waiting legitimately.
Man, just give me somebody to kill some stuff.
Anybody.
You're a tank main? Yeah, I've been... The first class I set up, like I said, Sith helped us kind of get it power leveled up as Dragon Knight tank. And so, yeah, I got this guy. He's a Stam Warden, like I said, messing around with a double bow build. See how it goes. Liking it so far. And then I've got a Mag Necro. Just trying to, okay, do all the things. Yeah, you guys a macro DPS. Yeah. Necros are nasty. They got some fun stuff on them. That's the other thing too, with the layout, kind of how you can set things up, whether you want to be more magicka based or more stamina based. You know, even just within the DPS role, there's so much flexibility. I mean, yeah, you're going to have your meta builds and stuff, but you can really, especially if you're just kind of just running around wanting the solo stuff, it's just more a matter of, okay, is it viable? Does it feel good to you? And does it, you know, I'm not dying to everything.
Yes.
Under the sun.
I will say I will be glad once I get to back and get some the trainer armor.
Yeah, that's what would just get you to 160. I mean, that's really where are you at anyway? Wait a minute, I can see you're 131, so you're not that far off.
No,
really.
No, I'm not far off. No.
There, that's. On this. Oh, these are zombies too. This will help with our fighters. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
So basically, some TOA-esque type stuff.
Well, in a sense that doing different things, it's not quite
old
like
TOA. Where you had to kill certain to level.
Fighters is the only one that I'm aware of. Because like Undaunted is more about doing like dungeons and battlegrounds and stuff like that. Like your assault, your alliance one. That's definitely more PvP oriented. It isn't. I see what you're saying, but it's not quite to the point where, like, the majority of the stuff isn't based off of killing a certain type of mob like that.
Right.
Just fighters I'm aware of. Yeah. Because like fighters amount of undead killed and Donna's achievement, and then your mage's guild is probably the most annoying because it's just about opening the books. Finding those books and opening them up, and yeah. I mean, we can do. I mean, it's one, and I think I don't remember what the. Wish it would tell you what the top is. I think it's 8, 9, maybe 10. Yeah, I think 10.
Oh, for the
definitely for the Mages Guild. Okay. Are you at 5 on Mages Guild?
No, I'm on 5. I'm 5 at something.
One of them.
Yeah, as one of them I know I was 5. Fighters is 5, Dark Brotherhood is 2, Mages is 1, and Thieves.
Fastest way is get add-on and read the area lore specifically. I have an add-on that'll show me where the books are. Right, there should be one. There it is. Come down to me. Out of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not like going like, okay. Like, hey, I'm not even over there. I'm nowhere near there.
What are you guys?
What are you talking about?
No?
Okay. Oh, no, you did go somewhere else. Okay. Hold up.
Where
he went.
Just follow Shadow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I will go there now. Oh, look at achievements, and it'll tell you like Glenumbra lore. You get a bonus for learning the area lore. Okay. And that'll help out with your Mages Guild as well. That would be good. Okay, we gotta go. Oh, because yeah, there's another sky shard over there. Makes it faster. Okay. I figured there had to be some kind of a trick to it. Because otherwise, oh, nice. See, then you get these little open world bosses.
Oh, there are those?
Yeah. This guy is. Come on. no, that's a good thing. Okay. It's orange, not red or... Hey. Werewolf hide helmet.
Hide helmet.
Random books. That's okay. I'll get to you. Relatively fast. I at least know I can catch up to you. I know that. I know I should be able to do that.
Both of us are going to be lost. Hey, I found you. Good. Where are we? I don't know. Wherever you are.
Right here. You are exactly where we're supposed to be. Okay. Just keep going westish. Follow me. It's special.
I'm just calling to say
it's special. Hey. Another day, another way shrine. Wine tray.
The wine.
Another wine tray.
Traveling.
Traveling, and we're traveling. Oh, good God. Balls. The wolf. Hey, that was easy. No. That is not the boss.
I like these.
Yeah. That is not the boss. Not even close.
And
Okay. Assar the Putrid. Thought I smelt something. And so the other thing, yeah, you kill these bosses and different things. Oh, nice. Yeah, Assar's Assassin. You get like a specific set of gear. Like that werewolf's hide stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Of course, as always, I'm over my...
Oh. Go down, Shadow. This in the Discord. Oh.
I'm gonna walk over here and pick up this Stone.
Yo, what's going on, dude?
What's up, man?
Hey, Seth. What's up, man?
Chill.
All right. Let's see.
A pretty big zone. Stuff here.
Yeah, it is. Just open the map.
It's like, oh, wait a minute. That's all right.
Waiting to travel.
Well, so I also picked one that's like really gloomy.
Your mental health is just not going well right now. We're gonna know how Jared is feeling by the Zoom. Jared is saying.
Well, it wasn't that wasn't on purpose. It was just in the sense that I wasn't really thinking about that when I picked it.
That's usually how you can tell. That's how
Yeah, but if you don't know when you're doing the thing, then
sometimes it's okay, man.
Like how?
It's too early in the new year to be this sad, honestly.
Yeah, I know, man. There he is. Oh, did he go? Oh, I think because we're probably going to another way shrine.
Gotcha. Travel again.
Yeah. Yeah, getting the shrines help, because then even anything else you don't quite get unlocked, get it.
Right. About Guild Wars 2 once you unlock stuff that you like that.
Yeah.
Just get around the map. Yeah. Which is honestly why I started just doing that. Like, hold up. Tired of
makes sense.
Dying all the time.
Kind of get around, and especially for then if you really want to go and start getting, to open up Mage's Guild, get more of that stuff unlocked, especially like the books. It's It's like one thing if we're just going to kind of run around. Okay, fine. We would hit up,
as we go, right?
Yeah, maybe kind of okay. Oh, here's a book. Just let's get it. Because the other thing too is that once you get, so like let's say you get Mage's Guild unlocked on like this guy, and you decide you want to create a sorcerer, and it's like some of the stuff that the Mage's Guild really cool for you, but you don't want to go run around grabbing all them books anymore.
Right.
You can pay some crowns and you can unlock the Mage's Guild for basically you'd have all the guild stuff unlocked. Because you did it on the one guy. So you don't necessarily have to grind
you don't
that.
Have to keep doing the grinding of
not that, especially not that one. I mean, like fighters, I'd probably unlock that anyway. So like I wouldn't be all that worried about it, but mages definitely be one for me that just be worth just ponying up the crowns and just saying I'm good. Right. I did that once. I'm good. I'm not.
I don't need to repeat.
I'm not doing that again. Undaunted too. I'd probably get that one anyway. So not as big of a deal, but. Let's kill the boss. Might as well, because then you can clear the. That's how you kill the boss, and then that's how you technically clear the dungeon. That means the delve, I guess, technically. Because you I was following somebody else. Good grief.
I've done that.
You even have the little arrows and the darker blue and everything, and it still didn't matter.
It didn't. Hey, there's a person. I'll follow them.
Yeah, somebody's doing something. But yeah, I figured we might as well try and kill the boss, because yeah. Got to fall. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? This game doesn't play with the architecture or anything else.
Oh, yeah. Leave
it. I shot it with something. I think I poked it in the eye with an arrow once.
I think I was pulling an arrow out. Fireballing.
I give major props to Mr. Apocalyptic Seth, because he got over 150 followers.
Actually, we did hit 150, but somebody decided to unfollow, so it is all good. I take that as 150.
Sorry.
And we have a giveaway stream this Monday, so.
Nice.
Sorry, I had to unfollow you.
Oh, we had that happen. Well, yeah,
we did.
Well, you remember, Sith,
am I losing my mind? Are we there? We're not there?
Remember when we had that whole problem with the
Higgs or
something?
Hoss.
Yeah, go ahead and try. Yeah, you try. Okay.
He who must not be named.
He who must not be named.
Yeah.
Because because the bot would follow, and then the account would get deleted, which would make it unfollow, and then you would
another number.
We because we ran into the same thing. It's good, especially like around like that 150 mark. It would and it wasn't even just that one. It was a couple of them, and
all of them, basically all of the milestones.
Yeah. It would just fluctuate because the bots would come in and out, and seriously, just go away.
I am going to, my first giveaway, even because I don't have like legit mods yet, even though I have like you guys as mods and like Zip and Planet and everybody, whoever this first giveaway that I do, if you guys are in the stream at the time, like I haven't posted it in my Discord, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is anybody is available to win this first giveaway. So all you have to do is be there. There's going to be 2 of them. Both 1.5 million gold giveaways. So if the generator thing picks you, I'll give it to you. That goes for anybody that's a follower, but they just have to be a follower in my stream at that point in time.
Right.
So.
Cool.
Yeah, I was happy I hit it.
Yeah, man, congratulations! Look, 150. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, the follower numbers go up and down. It's
hit a bit of a plateau every year. Like we're in one now.
Yeah.
Well, shit. You know what? Tomorrow brings some new excitement, man. When this new shit gets announced, everybody's gonna be talking about it. And as soon as that comes out, man, people are gonna be looking at streams. So
nice. Yep. Of course, tomorrow's Thursday.
Well, I'm saying when the new DLC actually
comes out. Bounces. Yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah, because they had. So are they doing enough? Because I saw like what they have to do, like the worldwide global thing on the 27th of yeah.
Normally the way it goes is what you'll see. So in the Discord channel under the ESO, I'm gonna tell you whenever you guys get off stream later how to add that bot to your Discord. And like all you'll do is you'll set up the ESO info channel or whatever, and then I'll tell you you'll just get the Dwemer bot and I'll tell you what the commands are for it. So it'll just post strictly to that chat.
Oh, right, right.
Get those updates. But usually what they do is they drop a cinematic teaser like they did today, and then they do global streams on Bethesda's account every time they're about to do a new announcement. So whatever time that says they'll go live, they'll go on, they'll drop the worldwide trailer for the new DLC, all the info on what's to come, dungeons, trials, stuff, and then they have like an hour-long stream where they talk about the lore behind it, what all's coming, what's new with the trials, what's new, all that stuff. So they always do that, everyone that comes out.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which is cool. So you'll be able to like get in there. Usually they'll have drops running. So if you're watching it live, or even if you have it on and you just have to run to the other room, Jarrett, you're working at home right now or whatever, if you're on a call, you can just have it play and you should be able to receive drops.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm here, especially now that this will be our first new chapter opening.
Like I said, I think it's Daggerfall inspired, but I could be wrong. Just the way it looks.
Yeah, like I said, what I'd really like to see is even if it's stuff around like Daggerfall and the Bretons and everything, something going on with the Malmer, that would be sick. From a lore side of things, especially since they're not a whole lot about them. So if they put in some stuff around them, they're basically the Sea Elves, and because everybody's all the elves are an offshoot off of one original race, including the orcs, apparently. Like the orcs are technically elves. So that would be pretty cool because, like I said, but anyway, and then I don't know, they have to check to see if any of the like Skyrim zones in this game, if they have much around the Falmer / Snow Elves. Because that story's just crazy. No Falmer yet, or Snow Elves yet? Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, they covered it, well, kinda, in Skyrim. It'd be kind of cool to effectively the Dwemer basically turned all the snow elves into kind of goblin, like blind goblin things that are living in caves.
Okay.
Yeah. Dwemer were kind of sickos in certain ways. And they're gone. Like, they just up and disappeared. They fed him a fungus that yeah, exactly. They fed him a fungus that made him blind, and then they just basically over the years, centuries, they kind of evolved into these blind goblin-looking things. Just yeah. If you play Skyrim, you'll see them. Any kind of snow cave you go into, you'll see these Balmer down there, and they used to be like just pale white elves.
Hey, real quick, champion, it's 160.
160 is your gear cap. Oh, I thought you were showing up still like over there. Okay. Got it. That, okay. Fast travel to you. That makes sense. The only way he's gonna fast travel anyway right now.
Pretty much. As soon as I'm like, oh, do I do that now? Yeah, cool.
Oh, nice.
Stop with my horse. Me and my horse are just.
It's okay. We still love you, horsey. I promise. All right. Okay. Out of that. Straight up hanging out in the stockade. That
was
not undead. Okay. Oh well. Try running. Yay! Completed Crypt Watch Fort. You gotten a chance to mess around with any of those new skills?
Nothing too major right now. I haven't. I need to go and switch my weapons and everything because basically all of my stuff at this point is going to be two-handed.
Yeah.
So
you're dual. I mean, you're dual wield.
My dual wield and everything like that. So yeah. Sorry, not two-handed, but yeah.
Oh, the light, but where's the thing? There it is.
I kept pressing E. I was like, would you like to pick this up? No.
Should actually have a pretty decent amount of gold on him. Spend all the Sif's gold already. Yeah.
No.
Again, you've been doing all them. You've been doing all them wet work contracts. You should be, I got some money.
123,000.
That's not bad. He was asking if you wanted to respec at all. And I guess the first question I'd have is, do you even have everything like that?
Yeah, I don't have it capped out yet.
Yeah, right now he's just training the skill lines. Should you say how much gold you have? Are you sitting at like 999 million?
Yeah, I kind of want to know now. I kind of want to know. Fine. Only 10.
Only 10.
That's
only 10.
I always like that you lead off with only when million is next number and a million after it.
Your friend has like 90 million.
I've
well,
had
from one, you can
any game ever. Total.
Well, again, I think it depends on. Well, I mean, I think if you get like your crafting up, because I mean, if you think about it, you think about what you'd spend on, say, like those ambrosia potions. Some of those are like 150K a pop, like on the cheapest end, and some of them are set. If those aren't available anywhere, you'd have to pay even more than that.
Right.
So if you're able to make enough of them, I'm assuming you need to craft them. You have to unlock them. So you can craft those. If you can craft those, then you can craft them. Okay, so there you go. Get to where you can craft those suckers. Although I'd assume that the material is probably pretty tricky to get. I haven't seen the recipe for them, so I don't know. I bet that would be pretty lucrative. And then just, gear, especially like the drop gear, some of the different monster sets, some of the full sets of things where you can get that 5-piece bonus, things like that. You can start to stockpile of gold. Maybe not all the way up to 90 million, but
right. Getting there.
Eventually. Don't do it. Your life's worth living. I just came in a song, just standing on it.
Say it again. I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it.
It's that moment.
All the way shrines unlocked? I think we do.
Nice.
Okay. Should come on down. Oh, there's a boss. Yay.